Number 9, Heston Haynes. Number 2, Aiden Kirk. Number 4, Colt Kirkham. Number 17, Isaiah Miller. Number 10, Beckett Miles. Number 24, Henry Preston. And number 13, Samuel Shirley. Central Greenbrier All-Stars are coached by John Miles, Chandler Klein, and Justin Boston. Well done, Central Greenbrier. Bridgeport, the field is yours for the next 5 minutes. And now let's meet the players for the Bridgeport All-Stars. Number 12, Keegan Adams. Number 3, Preston Alderbrandt. Number 10, Thomas Steitzel. Number 99, Houston Gothard. Number 13, Eli Nepper. Number 27, Nolan McLennan. Number 4, John Lane Pelicano. Number 15, Tanner Robbins. Number 33, Julian Schaefer. Number 35, Eli Smart. And number 1, Harry Tuttle. The Bridgeport All-Stars are coached by manager Kurt Skazik, coaches Al Robbins and Dustin Adams.
The Antero Foundation, we invest in what matters: education, health and human services, community development, arts and culture, and environmental causes.
Hundreds of programs supported, thousands of lives touched. Together, we're making a difference where we live and work.
Antero Resources, powering progress together.
UHC receives straight A's in outcomes, safety, and cost efficiency. Exceptional care goes beyond medicine.
My name's Katie, and I'm a sophomore at Virginia Tech. I'm studying to be a lawyer, which means I'll be in school for 6 more years, and college isn't cheap. But my parents opened a Smart 529 savings account when I was 6 months old, and having that savings has given me the opportunity to focus on my education.
Smart 529 is West Virginia's education savings solution. Turn your savings into their success. Visit smart529.com. For more information, contact Smart 529 to obtain a program description, which includes investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and other information. Read and consider it carefully before investing.
And Video Productions welcomes you into the West Virginia 9 through 11 Little League State Baseball semifinals. And this really is the true definition of a nightcap here in this semifinal. A 9:45 first pitch as the Central Greenbrier All-Stars will take on the Bridgeport All-Stars. Bridgeport won the toss and will be the home team in a second semifinal. Only had about 20-minute warm-up, so Central Greenbrier and Bridgeport were willing to get this game started before the 10 o'clock hour to be able to get this in before midnight, which is the official cutoff in International Little League play here throughout this state tournament. And the winner of this matchup will await Cerrito Canova, who defeated Jefferson County in Game 1 of the semifinal by a final of 6-1. And that was a big win for Cerrito Canova. They had weathered a long rain delay. The game started late due to rain. It was supposed to be a 5:15 start. Didn't have a first pitch right before 6 o'clock. Played about an inning and a half. And then, all of a sudden, it rained, they had a lightning delay, and then the skies poured open. Had about an hour and 47-minute rain delay, weather delay. It wasn't until just before 8 o'clock when the game resumed. And we are now in the second semifinal after the game settled down as Lane Sims got the win, and Cerrito Canova was able to hold on 6-1. That's why we're so late starting this one. If you've been patiently waiting on YouTube, that's why we're waiting for the matchup for Cerrito Canova and Jefferson County to finish up here on our other semifinal. We'll take another quick break, and we'll come back to Field 4 of the Bridge Sports Complex as we get this matchup ready between Central Greenbrier and Bridgeport here on Video Productions.
C receives straight A's in outcomes, safety, and cost efficiency. Exceptional care goes beyond medicine. UHC is #1 in West Virginia for patient safety and social responsibility. Exceptional care goes beyond medicine.
And we welcome you back to the West Virginia 9 through 11 Little League State Baseball Tournament. We're in the semifinal here. And 9:45, almost like 9:48 now. First pitch here between Central Greenbrier and Bridgeport. The coin toss again won by Bridgeport. They'll be the home team and bat in the bottom of the inning. Central Greenbrier will send their lineup up first. Their lineup will consist of Beckett Miles, Keenan Adkins, Wyatt Bostic, Colt Klein, Braden Elmore, Samuel Shirley, Tucker Cutlip, Heston Haynes, Aiden Kirk, Henry Preston, Colt Kirkham, and Isaiah Miller. They're managed by John Miles and also assisted by Chandler Klein and Justin Bostic. Bridgeport out in the field to start things off. Easton Gothrop will be the starting pitcher for Bridgeport. On the mound behind home plate is catcher Eli Smart. At first, Keegan Adams, Preston Argabright at second, Eli Nepper at shortstop, Thomas Deitzel at third base, Graham Skasik at left field, Cannon Robbins at center field, and Julian Schaefer at right field for Bridgeport. And they're managed by Kurt Skasik, assisted by Alan Robbins and Dustin Adams for the Bridgeport All-Stars. Like we mentioned, we had a bit of a delay in that first one. Had a weather delay before the first pitch, about 45 minutes. And an hour and 45-minute delay. That's why we're just now getting this one started in the second semifinal, waiting the winner. Winner of that Cerrito Canova Jefferson County matchup, Cerrito Canova. That's who they'll face tomorrow at 6 p.m. here at the Bridge Sports Complex. First pitch on its way by Easton Gothrop for leadoff hitter Beckett Miles. Goes out of the zone for a 1-0 pitch. 1-0 count. Miles stands in the box on the 1-0 pitch. Hits the outside corner, strike one, 1-1 count for Gothrop. Umpires tonight behind home plate, Dave Posey. And umpires in the field, Logan Hostutler, Jeffrey Peel, and Kaysen Neely. Pitch high and out of the zone. 2-1 count for the batter, Beckett Miles. Two-one pitch. Swung and tipped into the backstop by Miles. A nice clean tap. Hear that from up here in the press box. Craig Dutton with you on the call on this one. Game produced by Levi Barnhart, cameraman Jackie Donnell here at the Bridge tonight. Pitch, change up, and it goes right down the middle for a called strike 3. 1 out as Beckett Miles walks back to the dugout as Easton Gothrop strikes out on his first at bat. That'll bring up Keenan Adkins for Central Greenbrier, second batter. Pitch goes outside, ball 1. Adkins, a shortstop for the Central Greenbrier squad. They were the District 4 champions heading in to the State Little League tournament. Pitch goes outside, 2-0 count for the batter, Adkins. They had won on Monday, 24-3 versus Logan. Lost to South Berkeley, 3-0 on Tuesday. Third pitch outside, 3-0 count for the batter, Keenan Adkins. Won Wednesday versus Nitro 10-3, and Thursday defeated West Mon 9-2. 3-0 count. Pitch hits the side for strike 1, 3-1 count. They avenge their 3-0 loss to South Berkeley from Tuesday on Friday in a 12-2 win in the first game of the 2 runner-up matchups yesterday. Swing and miss. Full count now as Gothrop is allowing his pitches to ease back into the strike zone and get Adkins to bite. 1 out. Full count here for Adkins. Hits the outside edge. Strike 3. 2 batters and 2 outs for Easton Gothrop. Gothrop with a very positive celebration there, cheering on his infield. Next batter, Wyatt Bostic, this third baseman for Central Greenbrier. First pitch, change up and falls into the zone, strike 1. Gothrop on the mound, ready for the 0-1 pitch. Very confident on the mound right now as that changeup goes high for ball 1. Corners in a little bit here on 2 outs. No runners on in the opening inning for Central Greenbrier. Swing and miss by Bostic. 1-2 count against the number 3 hitter, Wyatt Bostic. Righty steps back in about a few inches from the inside edge of the batter's box. Pitch outside for ball 2. Been a very humid, very wet evening. Field has mostly dried off here in the last couple hours since a long delay in the first semifinal between Jefferson County and Cerrito Canova. Gothrop on the 2-2 pitch. Outside, runs it full again. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Bostic very patient here in the box for Central Greenbrier. Pitch by Gothrop. Swings, hits it down up the first base line. Grabbed by the first baseman, Keegan Adkins, and walks over the first base. Make it a 1-2-3 inning, 2 strikeouts by Easton Gothrop. And it'll be Bridgeport's turn at bat here in the first inning here on Video Productions.
The Antero Foundation, we invest in what matters: education, health and human services, community development, arts and culture, and environmental causes.
Hundreds of programs supported, thousands of lives touched. Together, we're making a difference where we live and work.
Antero Resources, powering progress together.
Some moments change everything. In an instant, your world grows bigger, and suddenly, it's real. There are questions, there are plans, there are quiet worries you don't always say out loud. And there are providers who walk with you through all of it, from the first heartbeat to the first time you hold them in your arms. At Access Health Women's Health, you don't have to leave your community to receive exceptional care. Access Health, right here at home.
At Antero Resources, energy is only the beginning.
Our energy professionals are also parents, friends, and neighbors dedicated to producing natural gas responsibly and supporting the communities we call home.
Antero Resources, powering progress together.
Tonight's 2026 West Virginia 9 through 11 baseball state tournament is brought to you by WVU United Hospital Center. WVU Medicine United Hospital Center, where exceptional care goes beyond medicine. Top of the first inning, 1-2-3 inning for Bridgeport on defense as Easton Gothrop had 2 strikeouts to start off with, and then forced their number 3 batter for Central Greenbrier, Wyatt Bostic, to hit it up the first base line, and first baseman for Bridgeport, Keegan Adkins, picked it up and walked it off to the first base for the final out. And that now puts Bridgeport at bat. Their lineup will go Preston Argabright, Cannon Robbins, Thomas Deitzel, number 3 hitter, cleanup, Keegan Adams, Eli Smart, Eli Napper, Graham Skazik, Easton Gothrop, Garrett Tuttle, Nolan McLennan, John Wayne Pelicano, and Julian Schaefer to round out their lineup. Starting pitcher for Central Greenbrier on the first pitch hits the outside zone, Tucker Cutlip for their All-Stars. Beckett Miles behind home plate at catcher for Central Greenbrier. 0-1 pitch by Cutlip. Goes outside, ball 1, 1-1 count. Colt Klein at first base. Samuel Shirley at second. Keenan Adkins at shortstop and Wyatt Bostic at third. 1-1 pitch coming up by Cutlip. Falls in the top end of the zone, but he'll say it's a bit high for the second ball. 2-1 count. Outfield goes Isaiah Miller at left, Braden Elmore at center, and Colt Kirkman at right field. 2-1 pitch by Cutlip. Swing and miss by Argabright. 2-2 count. Hearing these fans, great turnout for Bridgeport and Central Greenbrier, considering we're 3 minutes shy of the 10 o'clock hour. 2-2 pitch by Cutlip. Outside, forces it to a full count, 3-2 for Preston Argabright. Full count pitch here for Tucker Cutlip. Swing and miss, strikeout for Tucker Cutlip as Argabright, the first out. Similar start here in both ends of the inning. And a leadoff strikeout for Central Greenbrier here against Bridgeport in the bottom of the inning. Now bring up Cannon Robbins, the center fielder for Bridgeport. Lefty as he stands in the batter's box against Cutlip. His first pitch, low and out of the zone, ball 1. In the second semifinal, awaits Cerrito Canova, who defeated Jefferson County 6-1 in the first one. Low and out of the zone, 2-0 count for Cutlip. Robbins sets the bat on his hip. Patient here on this at-bat. Try to run up some pitches here against Cutlip. 2-0 pitch. Swing popped up behind the head of the shortstop. May fall in shallow end. It does as the shortstop. Keenan Adkins falls, and he's going to go on to second. Outmade at second on a great throw from left field. Isaiah Miller throws to Samuel Shirley at second to force the out. It was a single, and Robbins tried to get one more base, and he was thrown out. 2 outs here against Bridgeport in the bottom of the first. Thomas Deitzel, number 3 hitter, third baseman for Bridgeport, stands in the batter's box. Cutlip on his first pitch. Outside, ball 1. It was a great hit by Robbins as the ball went above the lights, and it was hard for anyone to find, especially the shortstop Adkins. Second pitch, high and out of the zone, 2-0 count. But Miller was right in the perfect spot to force the out after the single. 2-0 pitch, swing and miss by Deitzel. 2-1 count now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Thomas Deitzel. Outside, 3-1 now. Deitzel comes back into the box. I like his setup. Swings the bat twice, hunkers down and ready to go. Swing, popped up off third base line, and out of play. Forces a full count. Deitzel wants a little bit of time. Cutlip back on the mound. Both are ready on this full count pitch. Throw, swing, tipped back. And the at-bat stays alive for Deitzel. Deitzel ready. Sixth pitch to him. Swing and tip back again. Nice long at bat for Deitzel. Extend the pitch count to 16. He'll at least match Galthrop, who had 17 in that first half of the inning. Tip down the third base line to the third baseman. Bostic throws to first and not in time. What a run by Deitzel to get to first. Took a good bounce up the third base line for Deitzel to make it safely to first. And that's a hit for Bridgeport with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Now bring up cleanup hitter Keegan Adams. Adams, the first baseman for Bridgeport. Cutlip's pitch on its way. Outside zone, strike one. A runner goes to second. And safely there is Thomas Deitzel. The pitch was a bit high out of the strike zone. Not enough room for Miles to pull it in quickly enough on a throw to second. Runner moves to second. 0-1 pitch. Outside, ball one. 1-1 count. Deitzel stands at second for Bridgeport. At bat, Keegan Adams. Cutlip's pitch ready. Swings, pops it. Out of play, foul. Adams will step back in for the 1-2 pitch by Tucker Cutlip. Pops it up in air to right field, shallow field, and it falls as the lights got the best, and a runner comes in to score for Bridgeport, and Thomas Deitzel. Errant throw over the head of the pitcher as Keegan Adams moves to second base. Player is down in right field in the shallow end as manager John Miles comes out to check on him. It's a 1-0 lead for Bridgeport, and we'll go ahead and take a quick break here and come back and assess as John Miles is looking at the injured Central Greenbrier player here on Video Productions. And quickly to his feet was first baseman Colt Klein. Ran into the second baseman. It's a 1-0 lead for Bridgeport in the bottom of the first. As runner Thomas Deitzel comes from second to home. First pitch for Eli Smart. Cutlip doing a great job. A couple hits by Bridgeport in the bottom of the first. Went above the lights here at Field 4 at the Bridge Sports Complex. Made it hard for the outfielders to see anything. Popped up and behind. Out of play here. 1-1 count for Smart at bat for Bridgeport. Colt Klein and Samuel Shirley ran into each other trying to make that play out in the outfield. And Klein was okay after getting a talking to by manager John Miles. This one hit in the right field. Bounces right in front of Colt Kirkman. And there'll be another run scored for Bridgeport as Keegan Adams comes from second to home on the RBI single by Eli Smart. All of this happening with 2 outs in the bottom of the first for Bridgeport. Looked like Tucker Cutlip was going to be comfortable there, and then Bridgeport, their bats came alive. A couple deep field hits, now 3 of them. Eli Nepper. A runner goes to second as the throw goes behind the first baseman. It's couple bases taken by Eli Smart. He's now on third as he goes from first to third on an errant throw by the catcher Beckett Miles. Allowed 2 bases, and now another opportunity here for Eli Nepper to try and maybe get another run here for Bridgeport in the first. Swing and miss, 0-2 count now. Oh, 2 pitch coming up for Nepper. Swings, hits into the right field, falls in front of Kirkman. Kirkman picks up along the line, throws downfield, and it's going to be a stand-up double for Eli Nepper. That will score Smart from third. It's a 3-0 lead for Bridgeport over Central Greenbrier. What a start for Bridgeport. All of this on 2 outs for the All-Stars of Bridgeport. Nepper just plopped this one into right field in a nice little shallow spot, a few feet inside of the foul line. Swing and miss by Graham Skazik, the number 7 hitter in this lineup for Bridgeport. Nepper on second for Bridgeport. Skazik, the left fielder, allows that one to get by, goes outside, ball 1. Cutlip's pitch in the zone, hits out of play beyond the backstop. 1-2 count now against Skazik. Cutlip ready to pitch this one away. Popped up into the infield. Cutlip calls everyone away and makes the out just beyond the mound, and that's 3 outs. Bridgeport scores 3 with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. What an inning it was for Bridgeport. Take advantage of the lighting here at Field 4. And they hold on a 3-0 lead after 1 inning of play here on Video Productions. To win in sports, adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Kurt Skazik, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help you create a game plan for your financial goals. Call 855-443-9883 and get started today. Bridgeport in the bottom of the first. 3 runs scored with 2 outs on the board. Had an RBI for Eli Smart and for Eli Nepper. And a lot of mistakes made by Central Greenbrier, but all that was able to be salvaged for Tucker Cutlip in that first inning. And again, we'll see how Central Greenbrier responds in this top of the second. They now bring in next batter, Colt Klein. Pops this one over the head of the first baseman in front of right fielder, Julian Schaefer. And it's going to be a single for Central Greenbrier, their first hit of the game, as Easton Gothrop had a 1-2-3 inning in the first. That was a nice slap into the right field for the cleanup hitter, Colt Klein, first baseman for Central Greenbrier. Next batter will be Braden Elmore, their center fielder, as he stands in the batter's box. Runner on first, no outs. First pitch by Gawthrop. Swing and miss. Nice placement by Gawthrop to get Elmore swinging. A 1 pitch on its way by Gawthrop. Change it up that time out of the zone. Ball 1.
Now batting number 7, Braden Elmore.
Elmore stands in, looks down Gawthrop on the 1-1 pitch. Swing, knocks it back behind the catcher, Eli Smart. Really starting to cool down here at Field 4 at the Bridgeport Complex. The wind was blowing towards the outfield in Game 1. It's kind of died down here in Game 2 of the semifinal. Pitch by Gawthrop. Swing and miss by Klein. And that's a strikeout for Easton Gawthrop. For Gawthrop, that's his third early on in this matchup versus Central Greenbrier. Samuel Shirley, the number 6 hitter up, second baseman for Central Greenbrier. 1 out against Central Greenbrier. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Klein stays at first. Runner on for Greenbrier. Central Greenbrier based out of Lewisburg. Their little league team. Swing and miss by Shirley. 1-1 count. The first matchup, you had a big matchup from across the state. You had Jefferson County all the way from the Eastern Panhandle versus Tri-State around Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia, and Cerrito, Canova. Swing and miss by Shirley on a pitch outside. 1-2 count against Shirley for Central Greenbrier. And we have a similar matchup here as Greenbrier, the southeast end of the state near Lewisburg versus Bridgeport, and a host of this little league tournament. Pitch outside, ball 2. There may have been correction on that. Ball 1. 1 out. Pitch swung on, missed, and another strikeout. 4 for Easton Gawthrop thus far in this semifinal, championship semifinal. Klein still at first. And now the starting pitcher, Tucker Cutlip, for Central Greenbrier stands in as a lefty. Swing and miss. Maybe tipped it. He did. He tipped it off the bat, fouled. 0-1 count still. Second pitch to Cutlip. Swing and a miss high. Gawthrop had Cutlip reaching on that one in the pitcher-and-pitcher matchup here. Gawthrop on the 0-2. Inside, ball 1. Cutlip, the number 7 hitter, ready for the 1-2 pitch. Swings and miss. 5 strikeouts for Easton Gawthrop, and Bridgeport will go to the bottom of the second with a 3-0 lead and try to extend their lead from what they started with in the first. We'll come back with more coverage of the 9 through 11 Little League State semifinal here on Video Productions.
When it comes to finding your next vehicle,
it's officially go time at Thornhill Auto Group.
10 trusted brands,
plus a huge lineup of pre-owned.
Brought to you by the folks who've served this region for years.
We go big for our home team.
And don't forget Thornhill's Value Plus warranty. Real coverage that keeps you going.
So if you're ready to go, it's go time at Thornhill Auto Group.
UHC is #1 in West Virginia for patient safety and social responsibility. Exceptional care goes beyond medicine.
Through the Antero Foundation, we invest in what matters: education, health and human services, community development, arts and culture, and environmental causes.
Hundreds of programs supported, thousands of lives touched. Together, we're making a difference where we live and work.
Antero Resources, powering progress together.
Today's 2026 West Virginia 9 through 11 baseball state tournament is brought to you by WVU United Hospital Center. WVU Medicine United Hospital Center, where exceptional care goes beyond medicine. 3-0 lead for Bridgeport All-Stars over Central Greenbrier as we head in the bottom of the second. And I'll bring up Easton Gothrop, Garrett Tuttle, and Nolan McLennan for Bridgeport to start. Here in the bottom of the second, that will be the number 8, 9, and 10 hitters up against Tucker Cutlip still on the mound for Central Greenbrier in his second inning of work. First pitch on the way by Cutlip. Swing and miss by Gothrop. 0-1 count. Gothrop stands in. 0-1 pitch. High for ball one. Pitcher on pitcher battle again. It was just the other inning where Cutlip was batting against Gothrop. Swing and miss. 1-2 count now against Easton Gothrop. Gothrop had 5 strikeouts so far. Cutlip only 1 thus far. 1-2 pitch by Tucker Cutlip against Easton Gothrop. Popped up and into the backstop. At bat stays alive for Gothrop. And Tucker Cutlip struck out last time for Central Greenbrier. See what Cutlip can do here. Eases up a little bit, goes outside for ball 2. 2-2 count. No outs here. Bottom of the second for Bridgeport. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. So you get the pitchers to strike out each opposing pitchers early on in this one, as Cutlip will get a second strikeout on Easton Gothrop of Bridgeport. What a better pitching battle you can get there. Get both of them to strike each other out. Next one up, Garrett Tuttle here for Bridgeport with 1 out. Pitch by Cutlip, swing and miss by Tuttle. Don't want to speak too early. I'm always the type, I would start talking about a perfect game for a pitcher. I've always been that type. Swing and knock back into the backstop for Tuttle. But I'll say it, this is very eerily similar to the Cerrito-Canova matchup, as these pitchers are now starting to settle in. 0-2 count against Tuttle. Cutlip pitch. Swing. Hit right inside of the second baseman, Samuel Shirley. Nice grounder by Garrett Tuttle, and he's on first. Third hit of the evening for Bridgeport. I got that wrong. 5th hit of the evening for Bridgeport. Had 4 in that first inning. As Nolan McLennan comes in at bat. 1 out, runner on first for Bridgeport. Cutlip's first pitch, low, ball 1. No, say it was in the zone, strike 1. They may have swung there too. 0-1 pitch coming up for Cutlip. High for ball 1. One pitch. Popped up the first base line. They'll say it was foul. Bounced just outside of the first base bag. 1-2 count now against McLennan. Change up high. Ball 2, 2-2 count. Being very cautious, Central Greenbrier, to make sure Tuttle doesn't go to second. 2-2 pitch by Cutlip. inside behind the catcher, Miles, and Tuttle will take his time as he walks to second. Tuttle's got moves. Give him that. Much credit. Trying to get the dugout going for Bridgeport. 1 out. Full count for Nolan McClennan. Pitch by Tucker Cutlip on the full count. Swing and hit into the backstop on the first base line. At bat stays alive here for McClennan. Full count pitch. Got McClennan looking. Third strikeout of the evening for Tucker Cutlip and Central Greenbrier here in the bottom of the second. Tuttle remains on second for Bridgeport. And that will bring up the 11th hitter for Bridgeport, John Wayne Policano. Pitch goes low, ball 1. It was with 2 outs that Bridgeport scored their 3 runs in the bottom of the first. See if they come alive here again for the All-Stars of Bridgeport. Throw hits the outside corner, strike 1, 1-1 count. Tuttle thought about trying it a little bit, but sneaking it behind was Samuel Shirley at second base. Bring Tuttle back to second. 1-1 pitch by Cutlip. Swung and miss. Got the Central Greenbrier fans into it. As Policano steps back in for Bridgeport. 1-2 pitch to him. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Goes low, 2-2 count. Beckett Miles walks out of the batter's box and pretends to throw to second. As Garrett Tuttle trying to play chase from second to third. Goes back to second. 2-2 count. Swung and miss. And a 4th strikeout by Tucker Cutlip through 2 innings of play. Now he's calmed down in this second inning, but still remains 3-0 lead in this state championship semifinal for Bridgeport over Central Greenbrier. Back with more coverage here on Video Productions.
The pitch counts for the Bridgeport All-Stars, number 99, Easton Gothrop, with 31 after 2. And for Central Greenbrier, number 5.
My name's Katie, and I'm a sophomore at Virginia Tech. I'm studying to be a lawyer, which means I'll be in school for 6 more years, and college isn't cheap. But my parents opened a Smart 529 savings account when I was 6 months old, and having that savings has given me the opportunity to focus on my education.
Smart 529 is West Virginia's education savings solution. Turn your savings into their success. Visit smart529.com. For more information, contact Smart 529 to obtain a program description, which includes investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and other information. Read and consider it carefully before investing.
Some moments change everything. In an instant, your world grows bigger, and suddenly, it's real. There are questions, there are plans, there are quiet worries you don't always say out loud. And there are providers who walk with you through all of it, from the first heartbeat to the first time you hold them in your arms. At Access Health Women's Health, you don't have to leave your community to receive exceptional care. Access Health, right here at home.
To win in sports, adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Kurt Skazik, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help you create a game plan for your financial goals. Call 855-443-9883 to get started today. Top of the third inning as Heston Haynes comes in at bat against Easton Gothrop in the start of his third inning on the mound for Bridgeport. First at bat for Haynes, the number 8 hitter. Pitch goes low that time. 1-1 count for Haynes and Central Greenbrier. Tucker Cutlip had 4 strikeouts thus far, but Easton Gothrop doing just a bit more. As at that time, Haynes knocks up to the second base, throws to first, and he's safe. as the throw is short from second baseman Preston Argabright to the pitcher, Easton Gothrop. That will be a base hit for Central Greenbrier. For them, that will be their second hit of the game. Aiden Kirk will come in at bat, the lefty, against Easton Gothrop with Haynes on first. Swing on a high pitch. Strike one. As I was mentioning, Easton Gothrop has 5 strikeouts. All the runs for Bridgeport came against Cutlip with 2 outs in the first inning. Second pitch, inside zone, strike 2. 0-2 count. Ball just tickled that inside zone. Now the pitcher's advantage with no outs, 1 runner on. Heston Hayes at first. That next pitch goes inside again, just a tad out to make ball 1, 1-2 count. Kirk at bat for Central Greenbrier with a runner at first, no outs. Pitch goes inside, runner stays at first, Heston Hayes. Now a 2-2 count. 3-0 lead for Bridgeport over Central Greenbrier. Aiden Kirk, 2-2 count, swings and misses. 6th strikeout for Easton Gothrop this evening in the state championship semifinal. Next at bat, Henry Preston. Central Greenbrier, that run of batters, Heston Haynes, Aiden Kirk, and Henry Preston are starting out as in the dugout on defense. First pitch, outside, ball 1. After Preston will go back to fielders at the bottom of the lineup, Colt Kirkham and Isaiah Miller, if they get there with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Pitch goes on the outside in and hits. Strike 1, 1-1 count for the pitcher, Easton Gothrop. Preston at bat on the 1-1 count. Swings and misses on the high changeup. 1-2 count. Gothrop stands at 42 pitches in this matchup. 1-2 pitch, swing and miss by Henry Preston, and another strikeout for Easton Gothrop. Runner at first, still Heston Haynes. Now bring the right fielder Colt Kirkham up for Central Greenbrier. Number 11 hitter for Central Greenbrier. First pitch. Almost went back in on a 2-seamer. Ball 1. For Easton Gothrop, 7 strikeouts. He has struck out all but 1 in the outs thus far. As that's strike 1, hitting the outside corner. 1-1 count coming up here for Colt Kirkham. Pitch high over the head. And the runner, Heston Haynes, goes to second. He'll stay there as the throw is a little errant and goes out of the hands of the fielder at second. And Preston Argabright. So only 1 base attained there by Haynes. 2 outs, 2-1 count coming up here for Colt Kirkham, the right fielder for Central Greenbrier. Gothrop has struck out everyone but 1 out here in the game so far. Bunt, and it goes foul. Two-two count here against Kirkham. In this game at 10:30 in the top of the 3rd inning is all because of a long weather delay in the first semifinal between Jefferson County and Sarita Canova. And a swing and a miss for strikeout number 8 for Easton Gothrop. Strikes out Colt Kirkham. Like I said, 8 out of 9 outs have been by the mound, Easton Gothrop. 8 strikeouts to retain Bridgeport's lead as they are back up to bat here in the bottom of the 3rd. 3-0 lead for Bridgeport over Central Greenbrier on Video Productions.
C receives straight A's in outcomes, safety, and cost efficiency. Exceptional care goes beyond medicine.
Teriyaki Madness is real food made to order with fresh, high-quality ingredients. That's why Little General Stores has partnered with them to bring delicious, fresh favorites to your neighborhood. Visit TeriyakiMadness.com. Fresh Asian Grill.
Tonight's 2026 West Virginia 9 through 11 Baseball State Tournament is brought to you by WVU United Hospital Center. WVU Medicine United Hospital Center, where exceptional care goes beyond medicine. 3-0 lead for Bridgeport as they're back at bat here in the bottom of the third over Central Greenbrier. 4 strikeouts for Tucker Cutlip on the mound, but at the other end, Easton Gothrop, 8 of his 9 outs for Bridgeport have all been off the mound, and that's been the difference, is where Bridgeport was able to assess some damage offensively with 2 outs in the first inning. I'll bring up Julian Schaefer for Bridgeport. Pitch goes low for ball 1. Bottom of the lineup for the Bridgeport All-Stars. I'll go back top of the lineup to Preston Argabright and Cannon Robbins, number 1, number 2 hitter after the number 12 Schaefer at bat. Low again by Cutlip, 2-0 count. Standing in is Julian Schaefer, the right fielder. 2-0 count. High and out for ball 3. Julian Schaefer at bat on the 3-0 count. Inside, ball 4. Schaefer goes to first. Runner on for Bridgeport. And saw the catcher Beckett Miles. He was trying to get the fans involved here. He was raising his hands, trying to get the fans back into it for Central Greenbrier. Preston Argabright, leadoff hitter, second baseman for Bridgeport in the batter's box with a runner on first. If Beckett Miles is still motioning, I don't think it's necessarily getting the fans. He's wanting something. As the ball goes outside, he's waiting for, motioning for something down the field. 1-0 count here against Argabright. Appreciate the staff up here for the Bridgeport Little League calling the right fielder to come in. Ball popped up by Argabright, almost caught for the out by Beckett Miles. And those lights are playing a big factor. A lot of these games don't go near the 11 o'clock hour. Had a weather delay for 30 to 40 minutes before the first semifinal and had nearly a 2-hour delay for lightning and rain. And that was between Cerrito, Canova, and Jefferson County in the first semifinal. 1-1 count. Swing popped up behind the backstop. 1-2 count now against Argabright.
Please return all foul balls to the nearest dugout. Thank you.
And staff up here motioning, saying Miles is wanting the right fielder to come in. He's still wanting to stay back there deep against Argabright. 1-2 pitch by Cutlip. Popped up into the back end of the infield and caught for the out by Samuel Shirley for Central Greenbrier. First out. Cannon Robbins, center fielder. About to be what you expect for a center fielder's name, Cannon. I would say that. That's a good name for a center fielder. 1 out. Runner on first is Julian Schaefer. Swing up the first base line behind the first baseman, Colt Klein. Runners advance will stay at the corners as Schaefer slides into third, safe. First baseman, actually no, runner at first, Cannon Robbins will stay there after the hit for Bridgeport. 1 out in the bottom of the third. Thomas Deitzel in for Bridgeport, the number 3 hitter and third baseman. Got things going in the first and hit up the third base line. That will score Schaefer. Runner comes from first to third. A throw to second, gets away. But there's the first baseman to save face, and Colt Klein. 1 run scores, 4-0 lead for Bridgeport over Central Greenbrier with the RBI double by Thomas Deitzel. Great hit up that third base line, just getting by the third baseman Wyatt Bostic. Runners on second and third for Bridgeport. And swing and miss by the cleanup hitter Keegan Adams, first baseman for Bridgeport. Robbins at third, Thomas Deitzel at second for Bridgeport as runners with 1 out. Pitch on the 0-1. A bit high, forces it to a 1-1 count with Tucker Cutlip still on the mound for Central Greenbrier. This pitch count stands at 64. Racked up a lot of pitches early in this one. Cutlip's pitch outside, ball 2. 2-1 count. Cutlip's 2-1 pitch against Adams. Bloops it inside, throw to first in time. Run scores for Bridgeport. That will leave Deitzel at third, but that scores Robbins. Make it a 5-0 lead for Bridgeport over Central Greenbrier. And like a fielder's choice, RBI, but good play still to hit it hard enough and allow the runner from third and Robbins to score. In at bat, Eli Smart, the catcher for Bridgeport. Deitzel stands at third for the All-Stars of Bridgeport. Bottom of the third, 2 outs. 1-0 pitch on its way by Tucker Cutlip. Popped into the outfield, over the head of the center fielder, Braden Elmore. Elmore can't pick it up, and it'll be a stand-up double by Eli Smart. That will score Thomas Deitzel. Scores, I'll make it 6-0 Bridgeport. What a slap into center field by Eli Smart. Again, the ball going above the lights. Hard to gauge for Braden Elmore. Picks it up and saves face with the double by Smart. Eli Nepper. Outside zone, strike 1. 0-1 count. Smart on second, 2 outs. A lot of damage here late in the inning by Bridgeport, again, similar to the first inning. Throws outside, gets away from the catcher, Miles. Runner advances from second to third, Eli Smart. Eli Nepper at bat, the shortstop, number 6 batter on this Bridgeport squad in the bottom of the third. 1-1 pitch. Outside corner, strike 2. One-two count with 2 outs by Cutlip. Throws, swings, hitting the outfield in front of the right fielder. Gets by Kirkman. Run scored, and a double by Eli Nepper. RBI double. 7-0 lead, Bridgeport over Central Greenbrier. As that scores Eli Smart. Number 7 hitter Graham Skazik, the left fielder at bat, and the lefty for Bridgeport. A 4-run inning here in the bottom of the third to extend their lead 7-0 so far with 2 outs. Skazik awaits, hits this one on the outside corner and out of play up the third base line. Great looks here for Bridgeport. Just hitting the ball way out in the outfield, giving him a chance to get some runs scored here early in this one. Bottom of the third, Pitch goes inside, 1-1 count now against Skazik. It's 9 hits in this game for Bridgeport on their 7 runs scored. Pitch inside, ball 2. Cannon Robbins, Thomas Deitzel, Eli Smart, and Eli Nepper 2 for 2 so far. This one as well. Swing and miss. 2-2 count against Graham Skazik. Left fielder for Bridgeport with a runner on at second. And Eli Nepper. Pitch goes outside to run it full. "77 pitches by Tucker Cutlip. In close to that limit here at the bottom of the third. 3-2 pitch. Knocked over the head of the shortstop, Keenan Adkins. They're going to bring Nepper around to score. RBI single for Graham Skazik. In the bottom of the third with 2 outs. Bridgeport's been lethal with 2 outs on the board. They're up 8-0, 5 runs in this third inning alone. As I'll bring up Easton Gothrop for Bridgeport. Quite possibly, if this continues on, 78 pitches for Cutlip. They may be taking him out soon. First pitch by Cutlip with 2 outs. Outside, ball 1. Ooh, did they get the throw out at first? What a throw by Beckett Miles. Up to first baseman Colt Klein, trying to get Graham Skazik. Central Greenbrier trying to see if it was a clean put out. Asking. Goes back to the dugout. 1-0 pitch coming up here for Tucker Cutlip. Knocked out of play. Lined and fouled out above the Bridgeport dugout. 1-1 count coming up here for Easton Gothrop, the starting pitcher for Bridgeport. Against Tucker Cutlip. Struck him out first time. Hits the outside corner. 1-2 count coming up. Gothrop trying to extend this inning for the Bridgeport All-Stars. 1-2 pitch by Cutlip. Hits the corner and gets Gothrop looking. 2 strikeouts for Cutlip against Easton Gothrop, but still a 5-run inning for Bridgeport. They extend the lead 8-0 in the second semifinal of this West Virginia 9-11 Little League State Championship semifinal. Central Greenbrier trying to get their bats alive next here in the top of the 4th on Video Productions.
Pantera Resources, energy is only the beginning.
Our energy professionals are also parents, friends, and neighbors dedicated to producing natural gas responsibly and supporting the communities we call home.
Pantera Resources, powering progress together.
Teriyaki Madness is real food made to order with fresh, high-quality ingredients. That's why Little General Stores has partnered with them to bring delicious, fresh favorites to your neighborhood. Visit TeriyakiMadness.com.
Fresh Asian Creole.
When it comes to finding your next vehicle,
it's officially go time at Thornhill Auto Group.
Look no further for a quality used or certified pre-owned car.
We have a vehicle for everyone and every budget.
Come see us at Thornhill Auto Outlet.
UHC is #1 in West Virginia for patient safety and social responsibility. Exceptional care goes beyond medicine.
Follow the Bridgeport Little League on Facebook for game information and daily tournament media posts produced by the Social Bee Marketing Agency. Don't miss the highlights, the energy, or the unforgettable memories. Like and follow the page today to stay connected with all the action. That's the Bridgeport Little League on Facebook, produced by the Social Bee Marketing Agency. 8-0 lead for Bridgeport over Central Greenbrier in this elimination championship semifinal from the Bridge Sports Complex at Field 4 here in Bridgeport, West Virginia. Top of the 4th as Central Greenbrier comes back to bat. They only have 2 hits on the evening compared to Bridgeport's 10 and 8 runs over Central Greenbrier. And a lot of the damage by Bridgeport comes whenever Central Greenbrier feels the most comfortable in settling in. And they attack in the late inning. They did in the first and third. These 8 runs scored. Easton Gothrop with 8 strikeouts in 3 innings of work. This one knocked up the middle. Won't get a strikeout that time. A throw by Eli Nepper in time for the out on the throw to Keegan Adams. First out. Still, honestly, 8 out of 10 batters to strike out is impressive. First batter was the bottom of the lineup, Isaiah Miller, the left fielder for Central Greenbrier, who was out on the 6-3 play. Back to the top of the lineup, Beckett Miles, a catcher, leadoff hitter for Central Greenbrier. Throw high and out for ball 1. For Easton Gothrop, though, I will admit, he had the funniest story submitted to Video Productions in report to his sports memory. We'll get to that. Swing and knock back into the backstop. Strike 1, foul. He got to go to a Savannah Bananas game with his family, and he got to meet Mr. Beast on the field. It was a challenge at PNC Park in front of all the fans. And his dad, Brian Gothrop, got to catch the foul ball that decided the matter in that game between the 2 players sent out by Mr. Beast. 1-2 count as Easton Gothrop. Maybe a challenge by his dad to do the best he can to try to prevent as many foul opportunities here. Pitch outside, 2-2 count. His dad caught a foul ball and he won the contest. And there is a video on YouTube of it. Don't do it now. Take your time another time to do it. But he caught the foul for the out in that challenge with the Savannah Bananas and Mr. Beast at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tip by Beckett Miles into the backstop, extends the at-bat. 2-2 count, 1 out. Here in the top of the 4th. Gothrop throws. Falls right in the zone for strikeout. It's passed. Throws to first for the out to Keegan Adams, Eli Smart. So another strikeout for Easton Gothrop, his 9th out of 11 batters on the evening. What an effort by Gothrop here in this state semifinal. As the shortstop Keegan Adkins comes in at bat for Central Greenbrier. Had that correct there, Keenan Adkins for Central Greenbrier. One-0 pitch. It's the outside zone for strike 1. 1-1 count. One pitch, bounces in front of the home plate for ball 2. Gothrop at 58 pitches. Outstanding effort to preserve his arm as far as he could here through 4 innings. Goes outside, 3-1 count. Two-one pitch to Adkins. Swings and misses. Extends it to a full count. Keenan Adkins very patient at bat here for Central Greenbrier. Took a swing and missed that time. Knocks this one straight to the second baseman, Preston Argabright. Throws to first to Keegan Adams to get the out. Still, impressive effort in that inning, a 1-2-3 inning. 9 strikeouts, 1 more gained by Easton Gothrop. A lot of help from his infield that time, as it remains an 8-0 lead for Bridgeport over Central Greenbrier. Bridgeport bats up next here in the bottom of the 4th here on Video Productions.
HC receives straight A's in outcomes, safety, and cost efficiency. Exceptional care goes beyond medicine. UHC is #1 in West Virginia for patient safety and social responsibility. Exceptional care goes beyond medicine.
Welcome you back to the 2026 West Virginia 9 through 11 Little League State Baseball Championship semifinals here in Bridgeport, West Virginia. Field 4 at the Bridge Sports Complex. 8-0 lead for Bridgeport over Central Greenbrier. Winner of this matchup will play in the championship tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Alex Wiederspiel will have that call, along with the great staff here from Video Productions. I'm Craig Dutton here through 4 innings of play with both these semifinals. Had a very long delay in the first one between Cerrito Canova and Jefferson County All-Stars. There was a 6-1 win for Cerrito Canova. Winner of this matchup will take them on tomorrow at 6 o'clock here in Bridgeport in this matchup. New pitcher on the mound, Henry Preston, as it was really close to running to out of maybe only one more at bat for Tucker Cutlip, as Henry Preston comes out of the dugout and takes over on the mound for Central Greenbrier. Starting off this inning for Bridgeport, Garrett Tuttle, Noah McLennan, and John Wayne Policano for Bridgeport. Nearing the bottom of the lineup as they hold on to an 8-0 lead. Trying to see if they've made any other changes on the field. They just made a clean switch there, with Preston coming off the bench in the dugout for Cutlip. So Cutlip on for the loss in this one. 3 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 5 earned runs, and allowed 10 hits versus Bridgeport. See what Henry Preston can do here with about another 2 or so innings left, depending on what Bridgeport does here on this at-bat. Being in the 4th, you have 15-run rule here, and in the 5th, you have the 10-run rule. We'll see if that plays a factor here with Garrett Tuttle at bat for Bridgeport. First pitch by Preston. Popped right back to Preston. Preston has trouble with it. Throws the first. He is out. The throw was to Colt Klein in time to put out Garrett Tuttle on the 1-3 play. Preston struggled a little bit to gather that one in. Throws the first, and he'll say it was in time as Nolan McLennan stands at bat for Bridgeport with 1 out. McLennan inside, strike 1 by the pitcher Henry Preston. 8-0 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. And again, I'll say it right now, 1 out. I'm not too concerned. Ooh, that pitch may have went off the back of McLennan. Does not. Results in ball 1, 1-1 count. I say, well, bats don't come alive for Bridgeport. In this game, they've come alive on laid out situations in the inning. 1-1 pitch, swing, and knocked up the third base line. Fouled away, 1-2 count now. Hit by McLennan, bounced off the home plate and went up that third base line. For Preston, the 1-2 pitch for Central Greenbrier. Throws down the middle, right into center field, and sets to the side of the center fielder, Braden Elmore. Gets behind him, and McLennan is going to go to third. He'll get 3 bags on a hit that goes by the center fielder, Braden Elmore, with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. An opportunity for Bridgeport to extend on this lead. The only inning thus far they have not scored is this, and the second. John Wayne Policano is now at bat for Bridgeport. Lefty stands in the boxes. We're nearing the bottom of the lineup. Throw hits the outside edge for strike 1. Preston commanding well on the mound up until that last hit there by McClennan. We'll see how he responds as the ball goes low, ball one. On the 0-1 pitch. McClennan stands at third, a stand-up triple. Down the middle. Thought it was down over the plate, but goes outside or low for ball two. Two, 1 pitch coming up. Goes inside for ball three. Beckett Miles attempting to throw to third where Wyatt Bostic stands with the runner, Nolan McClennan. 3-1 count. 1 out against Bridgeport with Policano at bat. High into the zone, ball four, and that will put Policano at first with McClennan at third. Julian Schaefer, the right fielder, and bottom of the lineup to 12th hitter, will stand in, another lefty for Bridgeport. 8-0 lead. Runners at the corners. The ball hits the outside edge again. And that time they did not watch for Policano. They just allowed him to go to second. So runners at second and third for Bridgeport. Schaefer at bat. Bunts it up the third base line, a little more towards the inside. Tries to throw to third and second, but no one's there at second or third for the Central Greenbrier defense and infield. So bases are loaded with 1 out against Bridgeport in the bottom of the fourth. McClennan at third, Policano at second, Schaefer at first to load the bases with Preston Argabright, third at bat for Argabright this evening. Pitch goes high, ball one. Struck out once this evening, 0 for 2. Leadoff hitter Argabright trying to do something here with the bases loaded with 1 out. If not this inning, they have an opportunity next inning to get the 10-run rule to go. Pitch high, inside, 2-0 count now. Central Greenbrier, not much infield adjustment other than just trying to play off loosely from the bases. Inside again, 3-0 count by the pitcher, Henry Preston, against leadoff hitter for Bridgeport, Preston Argabright. One swing of the bat here, make a difference for Bridgeport. Pitch to Argabright. Strike as it hits the lower corner. 3-1 count. It was a batter's count, and Preston got the bottom corner that time of the strike zone. 3-1 pitch, and that goes off the catcher. And regardless, no need to throw. It was a ball four, and run scored off the walk. Nolan McClennan comes in to score. Policano goes to third. Schaefer at second. Argabright at first for Bridgeport. Henry Preston stands at 16 pitches at the start of this inning to where he is now with 1 out, bases loaded. Cannon Robbins at bat. Robbins 2 for 2 on his third at bat. Outside edge strike, 1. See what Robbins does here. Getting to the hot bats here for Bridgeport. Ball gets away from Miles. Runner from third, Policano, comes in to score for Bridgeport. Makes it a 10-0 lead here in the fourth inning. And I believe that's it. I was wrong there. Through the 4 innings, they were going to do 10-run rule through the 4 innings, and that does it. That score off of the pitch getting by Beckett Miles, scoring John Wayne Policano, makes it a 10-0 win for Bridgeport over Central Greenbrier through 4 innings of play. And the winning pitcher for them is Easton Gothrop. 9 strikeouts out of the 12 batters faced in this matchup. We'll come back here from Field 4 at the Bridge Sports Complex to discuss and get you ready for the championship matchup tomorrow at 6 o'clock as the Bridgeport All-Stars get ready to take on the Cerrito Canova All-Stars in that championship matchup here on Video Productions. We welcome you back to the 2026 West Virginia 9-11 Little League State Semifinal Championship Tournament. And what an evening it was. Most of this went to the rain earlier. Honestly, I like to refer back to it's one of my favorite songs we played during a weather delay, Blame It on the Rain by Milli Vanilli. I heard it played here a number of times this week, and you guys say that was the case tonight as nearly a 2-hour delay in the first semifinal matchup where Cerrito Canova chipped away at Jefferson County in a 6-1 win. And in this one, there's a 4-inning, 10-run rule. Bridgeport defeats Central Greenbrier 10-0 as Beckett Miles let the ball get by on a pitch by Henry Preston. And John Wayne Policano, the 11th hitter for Bridgeport, comes in to score in the 10th and final score. 11 hits tonight for Bridgeport in their 10-0 win to Central Greenbrier's 2 hits, and they committed 2 errors in the matchup. And their starting pitcher, Tucker Cutlip, had a great outing. We'll get credit for the loss. 5 strikeouts, allowed 10 hits. Henry Preston had no strikeouts and had 2 earned runs worked against him in that final inning where he pitched for Central Greenbrier. Easton Gothrop, though, what a game for him. 9 strikeouts out of the 12 he faced in 4 innings. And for Bridgeport as well in their team, Cannon, I had it right there. Cannon Robbins, 2 for 2. Had Thomas Deitzel, 2 for 2 and an RBI. Also, Eli Smart, 2 for 2, 2 RBIs. Eli Nepper, 2 for 2 and 2 RBIs, credited to him as well. Also, Graham Skazik, 1 for 2, 1 RBI in this matchup as well. Only 4 different players did not get a hit tonight for Bridgeport in this semifinal championship matchup. And they will get prepared. Much late game, 11 o'clock right now here at Field 4 at the Bridge Sports Complex. But a great win for Bridgeport. They are going to the 9-11 Little League State Championship matchup. And we have the semifinals tonight. Now be a 6 o'clock first pitch here from the Bridge Sports Complex. Alex Wiederspiel will have that call tomorrow here on Video Productions. And they will take on Cerrito Canova in that championship matchup as they again defeated Jefferson County 6-1. We appreciate everyone sticking it out this late tonight as Bridgeport gets the earned win and a ticket to the championship tomorrow. And we'll see what these teams bring up because both these teams done outstanding. And no lack of respect to the Jefferson County or Central Greenbrier. Both those clubs came in with their backs against the wall and played hard all week. And they ended up in a situation now where they had to bring out their best, and at times they were able to do so. But the bats really came alive tonight for both Cerrito Canova and Bridgeport, and they'll be playing for that 9-11 Little League State Championship tomorrow here. A big thanks to the Bridgeport Little League staff that was up here throughout the night helping me make me sound as best I can. And I'll be honest, it's been almost 20 years since I called baseball, and I will appreciate for everyone's help in that effort as well. Producer Levi Barnhart, cameraman Jackie Donnell, and general manager owner Butch Mounts for the opportunity for this broadcast tonight. And big thanks to public address announcer Mark Harrison, director Tim Argabright as well for helping us throughout the evening and getting these 2 semifinal broadcasts as well. So for Levi, Jackie, myself, Craig Dutton, thank you for joining this broadcast as Bridgeport defeats Central Greenbrier 10-0. This has been coverage of the West Virginia 9-11 Little League State Semifinal Championship matchup here on Video Productions.